Hello everyone, today we'll talk about the highest waterfall in China being exposed as fake. The water for the waterfall is supplied via water pipes. Also, Shanghai has become a lonely, empty city with fewer people on the streets and massive closures of physical stores. The Yuantai mountain skyfalls in Henan province is known as the highest waterfall in China. Recently, a tourist discovered that several large pipes were connected to the fall, releasing water to create the beautiful view. It has triggered a public outcry. Management of the scenic spot has quickly responded and explained the situation. Yuantai mountain scenic area has steep terrain with clouds and fogs between the peaks and ravines all year round. The Yuantai Sky Falls, located in the scenic area, has a drop of 314 meters. The fall is majestic and the view is spectacular. It's said to be the highest waterfall of a single level in China and Asia, attracting millions of tourists every year. Recently, a tourist, out of curiosity, tried to find the source of the fall, but he was surprised by what he found. On June 3, 2024, he posted a video online and said he worked hard to look for the source of the fall, but was disappointed to see it was fed by pipes of about 20 centimeters in diameter. It's where the water comes from. The cliffs have a large drop, so when the water drops down, it's spectacular.
云台山瀑布，这些水是下面抽上去的。
Yuantai mountain waterfalls. The water is pumped up from below. Here is the water pipe, disguised as part of the mountain.
这个就是水管，一直往上面送水，往上面送水，然后一直往上面送水。哦，有看到吗？有看到吗？然后送到最上面，好，从这里。
Look at it. It sends water upwards all the way to the higher up. And then it's brought to the very top. It then flows to the side, and the water starts to drop down.
然后就开始把水放下来了。好。
After the video was released, it sparked heated discussion among netizens, sending it to the hot search list of China's social media Weibo. Netizens criticized the scenic area for faking the waterfall and cheating money from people. Some said, "The highest waterfall in Asia isn't a masterpiece of nature. I've been cheated on for many years." The management of Yuantai Mountain Scenic Area issued an urgent statement later, explaining that the waterfall was seasonal, lacking an abundant water source. It's currently the dry season, so to provide tourists with a more enjoyable experience, an auxiliary irrigation system was constructed at the source to provide a small enhancement to the waterfall. A netizen posted on Weibo, "The main water pipe installation is so crude, other places will at least fake it a little better." The person in charge of the scenic area told reporters that the online video was taken at a treacherous terrain. Except for the staff, visitors with tickets can't access the location where the video was taken. Through investigation, it's found that the original video shooter climbed to the scene from a small road in another province. Local officials in Henan province had previously accused officials in Shanxi province of planning to build reservoirs and dams upstream of the mountain, which would draw water away from the mountain and cause the waterfall to dry up in a few months. A local netizen said the waterfall used to be stunning, but after the water is intercepted upstream, the fall is still there during the rainy season, but in dry weather, water pipes have to be used. This is not the first time a Chinese waterfall attraction has been exposed as fake. Last March, some netizens complained that they visited the Daxiang Mountain Waterfall Scenic Area in Zhengzhou, Henan Province, and found that one of the waterfalls used water pipes to release water from a high place. Some netizens reported that inside the Crescent Moon Spring in Duanhuang, pipes were installed and the diameter of the pipes was even bigger. There are also buried pipes in the Taihong Mountains. During the dry season, water in the lower reaches of the mountains is also fed by buried pipes. Another netizen said that when they traveled to Zhejiang area, they saw a lot of scenic spots that were artificially constructed rather than the work of nature, and there was a heavy commercial air to them. Some have also complained that many natural scenic areas are slowly becoming commercialized. For example, the Leifeng Tower. Perhaps the tourist wants to experience the feelings of the Lady White trapped in the tower, but they installed the elevator there and charged 80 yuan to get in, which isn't cheap. Having been to the Leifeng Tower, one netizen said, "To be honest, it's a bit disappointing. Although it's supposed to be an ancient architecture, only the first floor seems ancient. The top 4 floors were all built in modern times. I won't recommend it. It's very commercialized." Shanghai is the largest economic and financial center in China, with a GDP of 4.32 trillion yuan in 2021, rising to the 4th largest city in the world. However, due to the 3 years of epidemic restrictions and the overall economic downturn in China, Shanghai has lost its prosperity. Take a look at the shopping malls. There aren't many people in such a big mall. It looks depressing everywhere. Shanghai's Grand Hongqiao was once a prime location for real estate companies, with more than 50 companies located here at its peak. With the collapse of the real estate market, there are now only vacant offices and a relatively depressed business environment. Foreign companies are selling their commercial office buildings in Shanghai as they leave the city. In January 2024, the global asset management giant BlackRock Incorporated sold its entire office building in Shanghai at a 30% discount, and the news shocked the market at the time. The vacancy rate in first-tier cities is very high. In recent years, with a bad economy, the rent overall is down. Not only is office space getting cheaper in Shanghai, but so are residential units. The epidemic has led to the closure of many physical stores, and many foreign companies have left. Now, office rents are all dropping. Shanghai is losing the prosperity it once enjoyed. At present, state-owned enterprises have started to provide free rent services for their buildings. Free rent is offered for 1 month, 3 months, or even half a year. Even some large enterprises can't afford the office rent anymore, so they move from downtown to the suburbs where the rent is 50% cheaper. Shanghai's 3rd commercial street is in a slump. According to a Shanghai blogger, this McDonald's on North Sichuan Road was one of the oldest McDonald's in Shanghai. It closed down on May 24, 2024. Sichuan North Road was once one of the 3 major shopping streets in Shanghai. Its popularity wasn't inferior to that of Nanjing Road and Huahai Road. But nowadays, many stores have closed. Almost no people are seen here at night. It's simply depressing. A formerly crowded theater has now become a small grocery market, with only the elderly in the neighborhood occasionally coming to browse. The 4 department store buildings in the area have all closed. Westlake Hotel was once a state-owned, time-honored restaurant. It used to be hard to get a table, but now there's only one old building left. What's unexpected is that even barbers in Shanghai are losing their jobs. This video shows that a street that used to be lined with barbershops is now deserted. Some shop signs read 10 yuan for a haircut, but there is still no business. A netizen posted online that the entire country's economy is bad, people have no money in their pockets, and even travelers have become fewer. For example, the high-speed rail from Shanghai to Yangzhou, it runs frequently. The netizen said, "I don't know what kind of situation is with our trains, but I left Jiangdu in the morning to go to Shanghai and then returned to Jiangdu from Shanghai in the afternoon. It was there and back, 2 trips. The trains I traveled in were empty and a complete mess. Look at it. Look at my compartments. There are only 4 people in total. Here is the Songjiang subway number 9 in Shanghai at 11 a.m. on April 18th. There is no one." Chinese economist Li Hongqing said the current economic situation is dire in Shanghai. Many businesses are now closed. Coupled with the flee of foreign capital, the vacancy rate will certainly increase. After the pandemic, many companies have changed their business practices to work from home, which is also an important reason for the high vacancy rate. China's economy is unlikely to rebound, and the vacancy rate for office buildings will continue to rise.